Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Thursday evening Facebook Live. My name is Sarah Edwards, and I come to you guys live every Tuesday and Thursday to show you a fun new project. So I am a Stampin' Up! Independent demonstrator, and if you don't have a demonstrator, I would love to be your demonstrator. We do classes at least twice a month. We do 7 retreats a year. We do lots of fun things. We play bingo. We do amazing crafts and retreats. We do have a retreat starting next weekend, so I am in the process of prepping and finishing everything for the retreat. So if you're coming to that, I'm super excited to show you guys, or for you guys to get your pillow gifts. I love pillow gifts, and I love 3D items and boxes and bags and everything, so I love to create for you guys. So that's why I come to you guys live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7. To show you a fun new project. So as I was preparing for today's class, I loved the new, and I think I left my pack of paper over on the other table, but I have my catalog, so I will look at it and get the name of it. It's the whimsical, it's the pink designer series paper. Hold on. I knew I forgot something, and I even came out early to make sure everything was on my table, and sure enough, there it is. It is on page 25. It's the Whimsy and Wonder 12 by 12 designer series paper. Absolutely beautiful. So amazing. I cannot wait to start crafting with it for Christmas. But I got thinking some of those designs don't have to be Christmas. So that is what I did. I cut up some of that paper today. And it's so hard sometimes to cut up designer series paper that is absolutely beautiful. But I am excited to show you guys what I created with it. So anyway, I'm just going to chit chat for another second until some of our friends log on. If you're just logging on, say hello so I know you're here and I know we're good. We had some bit of a weather roll in, and I wasn't sure if it was going to affect my internet. So cross our fingers that we don't have any internet glitches tonight. But I do have my door open. Hopefully no little critters come in and scare me or my husband or the dogs. So anyway, let's get crafting. Hello, Susan. Good evening. I will actually, let me bring the camera in and then I'll point you down. So this is the designer series paper we're going to be using. Hopefully the lighting is okay. It's on page 25 of the mini catalog, and it's the Whimsy and Wonder 12 by 12 designer series paper. This is what we're playing with, but this is the stamp set and dies and the ribbon and the snowflakes that match the set. It's so fun. Okay, so let me bring in, we're actually not using the stamp set. I decided to pull in the best year stamp sets. I really liked the thank you for all that you are. I loved how big and bold and bright that sentiment is. And I think we all need thank you cards. So that's why I picked this one. So let me bring in this card we're going to be making tonight. So I'm using this absolutely gorgeous designer series paper. It has polished pink, blushing bride, mossy meadow, mint macaroon, and misty moonlight. So those are the 3 colors that are in this piece of designer series paper. And I just wanted a tiny little doodad up here in the corner, and I'll show you how I made that as well. So this is the card we're going to be making. Hello, Barbara. Hello, Anna. Oh, yes, Susan, the dies. You're waiting for yours to come in? Oh, they are so fun. Okay, so the first one, we're hopefully going to get through 3 of them. I wanted to do one in each of the colors. So I just have a piece of our basic white, and I cut it 4 1/4 by 11, and I scored it right in half at 5 1/2. And then I have some designer series paper and some cardstock. So this is mint macaroon, and I actually did mint macaroon for the base on all of them. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. And then each one of these guys is going to be the different colors in the designer series paper. So this is the polished pink, and it measures 2 1/4 by 5. And this piece, so these 2 pieces, was the basic white and then the layering piece. This, I didn't put the dimensions in the description because it depends on what sentiment you're going to use. So you could definitely use a circle punch. You could use any of your dies. As long as your sentiment fits in it, you can use it. This piece is 1 by 3, and this one is 1 1/4 by 3 1/4. So those are my dimensions because that's what fits my sentiments. And then I have a piece of scrap. It's just 3/4 of an inch wide, and it doesn't matter the length because we're going to cut that off. And then our designer series paper, and the other side has the beautiful, I don't know if you can see the shimmer on it, the shimmer snowflakes, but we are going to be using this side. And it is a super quick and easy card. And that's why I like to show you guys fun and easy things so you get in your craft room and make some cards. So I'm just going to put some adhesive on the back of the designer series paper, and I'm going to layer it right on our polished pink. And then I am going to go ahead and flip this over and add some dimensionals. I had to look at my card to make sure I did put this up on dimensionals. So I'm going to put a couple in the center just because it's a little bit longer and I don't want it to smash in the middle when it goes in the mail. So I'm going to set this over towards the left. Well, maybe. There we go. See how easy this is already being put together? So I'm going to grab my sentiment, and it's the thank you for all that you are. And I'm going to grab my polished pink. Now, if you are using this sentiment, what I recommend is you don't have to line up the top thank you to the top of your piece of paper. Hopefully I can do this. Kind of come down a hair, and then it'll be centered. Hopefully I can do that because the camera, oh, that's actually not too shabby. I'm surprised that works with me not being right over top of it. And I think that's all we're going to use this color for. So I'll put that to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this down. I'm going to glue this down to my other polished pink. There we go. Now what I want to do is I'm going to flip this over. Actually, hold on. Let me bring my card in. So I want this hanging off right about here. So I'm only going to put dimensionals on this side, and I'm going to put some Tombow over here because I don't want it to be too high, off-centered, kind of wobbly. So I'm going to flip this over and just add a couple dimensionals. Make sure I have the right side. I'm going to put a couple dimensionals here, and then I'm going to put some Tombow on this side. So when you go to glue it down, because we popped this guy up, I don't want it to be too thick. There we go. Let's see. Heather logged on. Darlene logged on. Hi, everybody. Okay, so now for this little guy. This is just a 3/4 inch, and it doesn't matter the length because I wasn't quite sure how long I wanted it or how big of a piece I wanted. So I'm just going to slide this in and make sure it's centered. Give that a punch, and that just gives it the little round at the edge. And I'm just going to put 2 dimensionals on here, right close to the edge. And then I'm just going to come up here and, oh, that looks pretty good, right about there. Now I can flip it over and give it a little haircut. I just thought it needed a little something up at the top. And I brought in some of our in color gems that I am going to put on here just to kind of make it pop. So I'm going to put one right over on the corner, one on the other side, and then I'm going to put a smaller one in the center. There we go. And there's no small ones left on there, so I got to pull in another one. Well, it's stuck to my finger. Hello, Bev. Thank you guys for joining me tonight. So there we go. The card is actually almost done. All I'm now going to do is take some of our polished pink ribbon. If you're new to Stampin' Up, I will tell you everything matches perfectly. So you know if you like the polished pink, when you get the ink, when you get the ribbon, when you get the rhinestones, when you get the designer series paper, everything matches perfectly. That is the one thing that I love about it. So I'm just going to tie this around And you could definitely go up underneath if you wanted to, but I want to just show off the beautiful ribbon with the paper. Yes, Bev, I think all of us ladies, maybe Darlene, she loves purple. I think all of us love the pinks. Okay, so now I'm just going to tie a quick little bow. Hello, Jessica. How are you? Thank you for joining. I'm just going to tie a quick little bow. The other bows I already have tied, so when we do the other colors. And I don't want it super big because I don't want it sticking up too much, but I just want a little extra something on this card. Oops. Okay, my little doodad is getting in the way and it won't let me close my scissors. There we go. We can get all of this out of the way, put a little mini glue dot on the back. I was telling you guys in the beginning, it's so beautiful out right now. I opened the craft room door, but I'm afraid a little bugger is going to come in and scare me. If it's my dogs or my husband or somebody. So hopefully I don't scream and say something that's not Facebook appropriate. Just hopefully nobody scares me. Okay, now we can glue this down to our card. And voila. Look how easy this thank you card is. You could definitely whip a ton of these up in no time at all. So there's our first one that we made. Here is the one that I did in the Misty Moonlight. Super fun, and definitely you cannot tell that they are Christmas, even though it's Christmas Designer Series paper. You could really use this for happy birthday, masculine birthday, literally so many things. And these ones are the in color gems that match the Misty Moonlights. Okay, let's make a couple more. So I don't use Mossy Meadow very often. So I thought, since there's Mossy Meadow in the Designer Series paper, let's use that. And I probably should have checked to make sure I didn't need to re-ink my ink pad when I stamp the sentiment. So we will see how that goes. So I'm going to flip that over, put some dimensionals on here. Thank you, Darlene. Thank you, Renee. There we go. And I actually like to put a couple extra in the center just because it is a little bit thicker and longer. And I don't want it to smash getting in the mail. So there, I just popped it over to the left. Let me make sure I cleaned my stamp set off. I think I did. I have my little cleaner beside me. And let's grab the Mossy Meadow ink. Let's pray that I don't need to re-ink this. Okay, it actually feels like it's pretty juicy, so we'll see. So I'm actually going to try to stand on my tippy toes and look over my camera to make sure I get that right in the center. Oh, I do need to re-ink it, but that's okay. It still works. We'll take it. It's a little muted, but that's okay. Adhere this. And remember, you only want to put some dimensionals on the side that has the U on it, and then use adhesive for the other side. Let's put some adhesive on this side. And then when we go to put this on, it's going to have the dimensionals on the one side and adhesive to stick to the other. There we go. And let's bring in this handy dandy, lovely label Pick-a-Punch. And I know that because I labeled it. Hopefully during next week's retreat, I will have a little bit of time to label all of my punches like that. My puppies do not like the sound of my little label maker turning on and off. So we'll have to maybe go into the bathroom to turn it on. Walter runs away. He's a bit of a pansy. So I'm going to put that right there. Flip this over. Oh, I'm trying to get organized. Oh my goodness. It is literally not easy. It is fun. I love doing it, but it is not easy. Okay, so we didn't have any Mossy Meadow gems. I thought for a second we could probably get away with, and I actually think we can. I think we can get away with the evening evergreen gems on here. But then I got thinking we could also use our rhinestones, and you're just going to color them in with your blender pens. So I don't know which ones. I actually think these will work okay. I don't think those are going to be too tragic. I think I'm just going to go ahead and go with that. So I don't have any small ones on here, so we're going to put 3 large ones. And I actually think it looks really good. And I know during the July retreat, everybody got a pack of these, or a half a pack, as a thank you gift. So I know you guys already have these. Well, it keeps sticking to my fingernail. And then the little poker tool. There we go. Okay, so the ribbon I decided to use, because we didn't have any Mossy Meadow ribbon, is, oh, there it is. I thought the soft succulent looked good with the mint macaroon. So I decided to pull in a little bit of the soft succulent ribbon, just because we didn't have the Mossy Meadow. And if you don't have it, you improvise sometimes. There we go. This would actually be super cute for a Halloween card too, just changing up the designer series paper and using the cute Halloween paper and do the black glimmer ribbon. Oh, I put that stuff on everything. My order just arrived, and I think I ordered 2 or 3 packs of that. So maybe next week we'll be playing with that again. There we go. Look how cute that one is. I actually don't know which one is going to be my favorite color. So I'm going to bring in the cardstock and, sorry, my arm's in the way. Grab my bone folder. My friend Karen gave me one of these, and I use it for my little poker tool. Goes right there. I put a little slit in here for my bone folder, and my scissors go right here. So nothing leaves my Facebook Live table anymore. Well, I say that. I'm trying, I promise. But I keep it right in front of me, and I love it. Okay, so let me add some adhesive to the back. I always put a little extra right on the ribbon just to make sure it stays where it's supposed to be. There we go. Look how easy these cards were. Literally, we are totally going to get through all 3 of these. So this is the Mossy Meadow. Here is the polished pink. And then this one is the Misty Moonlight. And we have one left to put together. And that one is the Blushing Bride. So let's bring in all of our goodies. All of these are the same measurements on each one of these cards. And if anybody wants to do the math, the designer series paper is 2 inches by 5 inches, I think. So how many can you get out of a whole pack of designer series paper? I always think about it when I'm live, never when I'm preparing, and then I could sit and do the math. Okay, so I'm just going to take some of the edges. Oh, Jessica, polished pink for the win. Yeah, I do love the polished pink. Oh, there was a little critter that decided to come and say hello. Okay, I'm just ripping them off. I usually use scissors, but I always keep scissors only for dimensionals and tape, and I try not to use my good scissors because it kind of gunks them up. So I'm going to set this down over here. I don't think I cleaned my ink pad off, or my stamp off, so let me clean that really quick. Because Blushing Bride is definitely a light color, and I don't want to cross-contaminate my ink pads. I do that enough already. Okay, so I'm going to stand on my tippy toes, try to get this centered. Huh, not too shabby. I'm surprised that has worked every single time. Okay, let's flip this over. Put some adhesive on the back. Glue this down. flip it over. Add some more dimensionals. Oops, look what I just did. Oh, you guys didn't stop me. Okay, we don't want dimensionals on this side. So we're going to peel that off. Good thing it's the back side. No one's going to see that I ripped that a little bit. And we only want it on this side. See, I got busy yakking and not paying attention. Okay, perfect. Add some adhesive here. There we go. Oh, the petal pink is super cute too. Or the blushing bride. Flip this over. Punch it out. Add some dimensionals to the edge. And I actually think the polished pink gems might look super cute on this one as well. Thank you, Bev. You're baking cookies. Natalie actually is baking cookies as well, and she sent a text to the group. All four of us girls are on a group chat, and she said the timer went off for her to get the cookies out of the oven, and then she realized she never turned the oven on. So she's a hot mess. I was like, that's a rookie mistake. It only happens once. So her cookies aren't quite done. Okay, so I actually think I do like the polished pink rhinestones. It literally makes this one pop even more. There we go. And then should I use the polished pink ribbon or should I use the blushing bride ribbon? Which ribbon? I know there's a small delay, so I'll wait a second. Which one, blushing bride or polished pink? I think they both look gorgeous. I don't know. I think the polished pink might just make it pop a little bit more. Oh, Jessica says blushing bride. Okay, we can because that's actually the bow that I have already done. We can definitely go with the blushing bride. Okay, so this guy, with this ribbon, I am actually going to take it off of the roll first and flip it over. This ribbon kind of doesn't like to stick to the mini glue dots very well, and I don't know quite why. So I'm just going to pick up the mini glue dots and try to set it there. Yeah, okay, that one works. It kind of frays the edges a little bit. So this one, okay, perfect. So now I can flip it over and make sure I have it where I want it. Okay, all these little critters are now flying in because my door is open. Put a mini glue dot on the bow. There we go. And then bring in our last card base. Ooh, and this one's not scored, so we're going to have to fold it and give it a good crease. There we go. I try to always score these guys. Put some adhesive on the back. Put a little dabble on the ribbon just to make sure it stays. And there you go. There are your cards for tonight. Super easy and so cute. Okay, so which one's your favorite? Let me scoot you back a hair. You can see all my mess, but we have Misty Moonlight, we have Blushing Bride, we have Mossy Meadow, and then we have the Polished Pink. I actually love them all. I think they are so cute. And you're definitely going to put a smile on somebody's face when they open this card and get it from you. So fun and so cute. Sorry, I'm trying to push it up here and move my camera at the same time. Okay, so that is your live for tonight. Next Tuesday will be another live, but the retreat starts on Thursday, so I'm pretty sure I won't be live on Thursday. It's usually right in the middle of when we order dinner in and are eating and all of that fun stuff. So I will definitely see you on Tuesday. I do have some more space available for Saturday's card class, so if you can't come to the retreat, or you can come to both, I still have room. Just send me a message. I'm actually going to go in, eat dinner with my husband, and then come back out and finish prepping for card class. So if you need anything, I will be up for a few more hours. We'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you so much for joining me. See you later. Bye-bye.